After the first few weeks of moving in, getting oriented, and starting classes, a new freshman class is making the University of Arizona its home. And recently, a group of those new students got a chance to meet with UA President Robert Shelton to ask him a few questions and to talk with him about their UA experience thus far and where they see it going.
I just wanted to ask you a question. Do you ever have a fear of public speaking, and how did you get over that?
You know, that's a good question. I'm sure that early in my days, I was very nervous about public speaking. I didn't join the debate club or anything like that in high school. And I think I got a lot of practice both as an undergraduate. You had to get up and defend your position in freshman English and history of Western civilization, all those classes that we all took back then. But I think the most practice I got was when I got into my professional career in physics. One thing you have to keep in mind is you probably know more about your topic than anybody else. And so think of it as you're helping them to understand your topic. And I think if you look at it that way, that you are the instructor, you are the guide, you're the one that's leading, maybe that'll calm the fears a little bit. Yeah. It's easier for us to recruit students from up in the sort of the broad Maricopa County area because, well, we're very high quality, but also you're almost the ideal distance away from family. It's about a 2-hour or so drive, so you can go home and yet you're still independent and moving along. How much did that distance and that independence come into your consideration?
Well, I actually got interested in the U of A from a friend, and she brought me onto campus, and as soon as I saw it, I literally fell in love with it. And they had the major I wanted. I wanted to go into microbiology, so...
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Very strong major here.
And then, like you said, it is close enough to go home, so my parents, of course, like that. I know the U of A has a lot of resources available with medical. Like there's an institute called the Bio 5 that I really want to get involved in, and they just look really cool, and as also another determining factor that made me want to come here, just because there's so many opportunities, especially in the medical field. So
yeah, interesting thing about the Bio 5 facility, 60% of the people doing research there are students. Mm-hmm. It's about 40% faculty and postdocs, about 40% graduate students, and about 20% undergraduates. Yeah. So you'll have opportunities there, I'm sure.
I just wanted to ask you, what's the most important thing you think students can do from transitioning to life at home to life living in a residence hall?
Boy, the most important thing, to make sure you engage many different people, going to organizations and gatherings that maybe don't have exactly your point of view on the world, or to help you formulate your point of view. And so I think it's the engagement factor that is so valuable at universities. And all of you have done something that I think is so important for first-year students, and that is you're in the residence halls. I know sometimes people can't afford it and there are complications, but I think having that first year at least in the residence hall is an enormous advantage. It helps you make contacts, roommate contacts, it helps you meet other people in your residence hall, and it sort of loosens you up to think about things beyond what you're just getting in the classroom. So it's that engagement factor that's so important.
I wanted to ask you what kind of things, since I'm not from Tucson, I haven't been here other than coming to the university really, what things within the town outside of campus do you really recommend for us to get involved in, and what things interest you the most around here?
That's great, great question. Well, one of the real attractors for everybody coming to Tucson, and should be for students as well, is the ability to easily get out into the natural setting. Get out with friends and exhaust yourself physically and enjoy the beauty around. So I would encourage you to get out and get on some of the hiking trails, really savor the physical environment beyond the university.
What was your freshman experience like?
It was an interesting time, and of course this was long ago. I had never been on a college campus before I arrived, on any college campus. And so I took a plane ride, and then I got a bus, and then all these people that seemed to know everything that was going on greeted me. I got checked into what was then an all-male residence hall. We did have about a week of freshman orientation and pre-class activities, and so that helped. So to me it was a very strange and foreign experience that worked out well in the end, but I think I had a lot less experience with colleges than it sounds like most of you had before you came here. So it works.